Stop right now. This is exactly why you're losing women without even realizing it. You wake up, grab your phone, and send her that same weak good morning text. At night, you send good night beautiful, and then you wonder why she's losing interest, why she's not chasing you, why you're becoming just another guy in her inbox that she ignores. Let me be brutally honest with you. Women don't lose sleep over men who act like every other guy. They lose sleep over the man who communicates differently, the man who knows exactly how to trigger her mind and emotions without being obvious, the man who leaves her thinking about him long after the conversation ends. Sending basic messages like good morning and good night screams emotional neediness. It shows you're sitting there waiting for her attention like a lost little boy. And real men, high-value men, don't operate like that. Today I'm going to teach you 3 secret messages that flip the script completely, messages that make her addicted to talking to you. But you better stay until the end, because missing this could mean staying invisible forever. Ready? Then pay attention. Once you understand this brutal truth, everything changes. Women don't crave the man who does what every other guy does. They don't want the guy who sends good morning or good night texts like a programmed robot. Those men are instantly forgotten, lost in the crowd of other ordinary, emotionally dependent guys. If you are that man, you're making a silent confession. I have nothing unique to offer. My attention is cheap. I need your validation. And nothing kills attraction faster than that energy of emotional dependence. The harsh reality is, she doesn't care about routine words that every man throws at her. What she will notice, what she can't ignore, is a man who communicates with rare energy, words that make her feel something deeper, something she's not used to. That's where these 3 secret messages come into play. And no, this isn't about manipulation. This is pure Stoic power, the ability to control your words, your energy, and your presence in her life so you become impossible to ignore. Message 1, the pattern. Interrupt. When she expects you to say good morning, that's exactly when you don't. Instead, send her a message that challenges her thought process, catches her attention, and disrupts the pattern. For example, another day to conquer what scares us the most. Let's see who's built for this. This is not a compliment. It's not a request for validation. It's a statement of mindset. Instantly, you separate yourself from the men who send sleepy emojis and flowers. You've positioned yourself as a man on a mission, a man of action. You've made her wonder about you, and that's exactly what you want. Message 2, the value reminder. When most men say good night, they send hearts, kisses, or worse, a desperate, I miss you. This is weakness disguised as care. You're not going to do that. Instead, you remind her indirectly of your value without bragging. For example, tomorrow's another early start. Gotta stay focused on my goals. Sleep well. It's short, it's strong, and it reminds her that your life isn't revolving around her. You have discipline, you have structure, and that makes her feel like she's dealing with a rare kind of man, the man who prioritizes purpose over pleasure. Message 3, the curiosity hook. Now this is the deadliest one, the message that leaves a door open in her mind, a mystery, unsolved. Instead of flooding her with updates about your day, you send something like, today was interesting. I'll tell you about it when the time is right. And then you say nothing else. This is pure Stoic control. Most men overshare because they can't handle emotional tension. You create that tension on purpose. And you leave her wondering, thinking, replaying your words in her mind long after she reads them. Let me tell you something powerful. Women don't obsess over what they understand completely. They obsess over what they can't fully figure out. Your job as a Stoic man is not to give her everything immediately. It's to make her earn access to your mind, your life, your energy. Now you might be thinking, but isn't this playing games? No. Games are built on lies. Stoic communication is built on truth and power. The truth is, you're a man who doesn't need her attention to feel valuable. And because of that, your attention becomes the most valuable thing in her life. But I must warn you, this level of communication demands discipline. It demands that you stay in control, even when she tries to break your frame, because she will test you. She will ask, "What happened today?" She will say, "Why are you acting distant?" And this is where most men fail. They cave in. They overshare. They lose the power they had built. Not you. When she asks, you simply say, "I like to keep some things for real conversations." That's it. Calm, direct, stoic. And now she has to work harder for your attention. Why does this work so well? Because the modern world has created emotionally weak men. Men who chase instantly. Men who validate nonstop. Men who think that attention is the currency of attraction. But women, real women, don't chase attention. They chase energy. The energy of a man who respects himself so much that he never trades his presence cheaply. Think about it. When was the last time a man truly impressed a woman with generic words? Never. But a man who communicates from a place of strength, a man who shows that he is grounded, busy, focused, that man becomes unforgettable. So here's what you need to do from now on. Delete every good morning and good night text you used to send without thinking. Those belong to your old self, the man who begged for crumbs of attention. Your new self speaks with intention, speaks with power, speaks only when necessary. Practice this for 7 days. Watch how her behavior shifts. At first she might get confused, she might even think you lost interest, but the smart ones, the valuable women, they will notice the rare energy you carry, and they will start investing more in you. You will feel the shift. Suddenly she responds faster. Suddenly she double texts. Suddenly she asks you questions, wants to know more about your life, your thoughts, your goals. And all because you stopped being predictable. You stopped being available 24/7. You stopped acting like a boy and started living like a man. This is how Stoicism changes your life. Not by pretending to be cold, but by living with such clarity and purpose that anyone who wants access to your time has to earn it. This isn't about manipulating women. This is about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts quality women without trying too hard. Because everything about him, his words, his actions, his presence, and screams self-respect. Are you ready to become that man? Then start today. Now you understand the game has changed forever. The man who lives chasing, the man who floods her phone with good morning and good night texts, the man who shows weakness through words, he never wins. He might get attention for a moment. He might feel good for a night. But he will never be the man who stays in her mind, in her heart, in her obsession. That man is rare. That man is you. If you apply what I showed you here, this is your mission. Now, for the next 7 days, control your words like a warrior controls his sword. Speak less, mean more. Focus on living your life with purpose. Focus on becoming stronger every single day, mentally, physically, emotionally. Because no message, no words, no trick will ever replace the power of a man who truly respects himself. Understand this. The world is full of men who will beg for attention. Let them fight for crumbs. You will fight for greatness. You will fight for becoming the man she didn't know existed. The man who doesn't need to chase because he has already conquered the hardest battle, himself. And if she stays because she sees your value. If she walks away, let her. You don't lose women, you lose distractions. And what stays in your life will be of a higher level because you raised your own standards. Comment below right now. I speak with power and live with purpose. Let me know if you're ready to live this life for real. And if you want more brutal truth like this, hit the like button and subscribe. Because I'm here to build men who never beg, never chase, and always lead. Your time has come. Now act like it.